Mr. Gnome needs a name. All right, who wants to learn how to make Mr. Gnome? And most importantly, who wants to help us name him? If this sounds fun, keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. When I done the Switch-A-Roo video, I had, I think, like 3 different requests. One was the wreath. And if you haven't watched any of those, I will link the whole entire St. Patrick's Day series so that way you can watch them all if you're not familiar with them yet. I had a request for the wreath. I had a request for the sign, which we done the sign yesterday. And then the last request was from Yvonne Brown. So, hi Yvonne, thanks for requesting this. She wanted to see the gnome. So that's what we're going to get started on today. So I'm going to move the camera down and we'll go ahead and get going. I forgot to add, as I said in the intro, who wants to help us name Mr. Gnome? My girls, so far, they've come up with Kyle or Patrick. So help us name him, help us give him a name. Put it down in the description box below and let's see what kind of name we can give Mr. Gnome. Okay, these gnomes, they can be as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. They're not really that difficult to do. Once you kind of get the process down and you know what to do, they're not that hard. So the first thing we start off with is just like a plain sock. So you can do like a white sock or a black sock, but just a plain sock. That's kind of the body, the base of the body. And that's what holds all the good stuff together. Then you want to pick out whatever socks you want for a body and then for a hat. So there's all kinds. Some of these I've bought this year. I think these are new this year. Some of these I had already bought and I guess I just forgot I had them. I'm good for that. But there's, you know, all kinds of cute little socks, decorative socks that you can, little kitty cat, that you can put on your gnomes. But anyway, you can do all kinds of things. Then also you will have the beard. And I just got this stuff, honestly, I got it a couple years ago at the end of Christmas sale and saved a good chunk of money. But this is the faux fur. Now this one in particular, I think I got at Hobby Lobby. But some of them I got at Michael's. Like this one, I got it at Michael's and it's regular $15, but I can't remember. I think I got it for like 75% off or something. But anyway, after Christmas sales are good for this faux fur. And then you gotta have a nose of some sort. And a lot of people use those little plastic ping pong balls that you can get at the Dollar Tree. I think they come in a pack of 6. They're about this big around. Honestly, this, right after Christmas this year, they had a big long pack of these miniature ornaments. So you can see, I took the top off and then I just painted it like a flesh tone color. So then you're gonna need him a nose and then, or her. And then another cute idea, I honestly don't remember who I've seen do this. I've watched several people make these gnomes over the years, so it's hard for me to remember everybody to be able to credit them. But someone, and it could have been Lori Bly, DYI. I know she, I'll show you what she kind of inspired me to do. But she could have done this too. And I will link her because I at least want to give somebody credit. So, and some of you already probably know who she is, but her name is Lori Bly, DIY. And, but these little hearts, these little wooden hearts that you can get at the Dollar Tree, they make really cute feet because you put it that way and you sit your little guy on top and it looks like little feet. But we'll see all that. We'll get to all that here in a little bit. You will want some miniature rubber bands. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, wherever. But these little miniature rubber bands, can you see that? And they come in black and clear. Then you want some of this nylon. I think it's a nylon string, but it's a really tight string. I mean, it's hard to break. It's really strong string is what I meant to say. So you'll want some of the nylon string. Then whatever embellishments you want, and then for the inside of their bodies, you can use all kinds of things. You can use this bath salt, and that's what Lori Bly, I think I learned from her channel, was using this bath salt, and it kind of helps them to smell good. But you can use bath salt, you can use little miniature rocks, you know, the little rocks that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And you can also, whoops, when I first started making these, I used rice. The only thing about rice, you need to freeze it for at least a week. to kill out those, I think they're called wobbles, weebles, whatever. But it's little bugs that if you don't kill the eggs out, and after it sits for a long time, then they could break out and then you'll have bugs everywhere. So at least freeze your ice for a good week in your freezer before you use rice. So that's kind of another reason why I'd rather use something like bath salts or rocks. And then also you can use, and I'll go get it in a minute, I forgot it, but batting. And I've got an old pillow that I've just cut open, and I'll use a little bit of that batting, stuffing, whatever you want to call it, to kind of help just fluff the body up even more. So now that you know pretty much everything we need up front, let's go ahead and get to the fun part. Okay, sorry if it looks just a little bit dark. I'm trying to charge my light right now. I didn't know it was that low. Okay, so our first step is to take our sock, just a plain old sock. And this is like a man's anklet, or I mean ankle sock. I'll probably use about half that jar. Then I'm going to use some stuffing. You just sort of play around with it until you get it to where you want it. First of all, we're going to tie. We're going to put a little rubber band around him. Take some of your nylon string and tie right around where you put that rubber band at. And now I'm just going to knot it off. And this excess of sock, you want to cut it off. You want to leave maybe a ½ inch to an inch. Little sock. And there's the beginning of your gnome. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I like the ankle socks better. I think they'll look better. Okay, I just clipped that right where the heel is. I just cut it as straight as I could. Okay, and one thing you can do when you have a sock like this, you can take a little bit more of your batting. This won't take as much. I will tie a string around that, but not just yet. This was the ornament, and it's got that little knobby end. I'm going to take just a clip out of my sock, just a smidgen, right, not too much, and I think that'll make it easier to stick my little nose in. So I'm just sticking it right there, and I'm trying to get glue under it, but not where you can see it, and I think I just did there. Okay, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of taking my glue gun and going up under there and trying to go under between the ball and this white part of the sock and just squirting some glue in there, trying to get it to hold on the best it can. Okay. Now we're going to take our little hat and put it back on him. Be careful. I don't know what I've done with my little... I'm gonna get his little arms on and then I'll glue him a little bit better. But this is him so far. Ain't he cute? Now I want to see what color beard I think will look good. I'm kind of between the light brown and the white, but I think I'm gonna go with this white. I thought about doing, and if I've got time and if y'all want me to, I think I would like to go over the history of St. Patrick. I thought that'd be kind of interesting just to figure out who he was and what he was. And I've been doing a little bit of reading, and unless I'm misunderstanding, he died on March 17th. And so I'm thinking that's why they chose March 17th, because that's the day he died. So I don't know, I think he was kind of older man, so it's making me want to go with this white. Call me foolish, I don't care, but that's what we're going to try to go with. The hardest thing to me is trying to get this sucker shaped right and lined right, and cut just a little bit out, kind of notch it for his big old nose. Okay. I'm just trying to get that edge of his beard to go under his hat like that, and we'll glue the hat down some more here in a minute. Same thing with this edge. I'm just going to try to get it up around that nose and under that hat. That hair's flying everywhere, fuzz, whatever. It's flying everywhere. There he is for now. We'll put some arms on him and then we'll really secure his hat. All right. Got that cleaned up. That was getting on my nerves. And got our light going, so we can see a little bit better now. Okay, I'll probably have to trim his beard up a little bit more, but so far, there he is. Yeah, that needs trimmed up a little bit better. Ooh, and it's flying everywhere. Okay, so let's make him some arms. I'm gonna try to make his arms out of this piece that I cut off a minute ago. So I'm gonna level that, even that out. So basically I just cut it off and then I cut it in half. And then if you can find that your Dollar Tree, some of these really do help protect your fingers so you don't get as burnt, especially something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna take just a little bit of glue, kind of come across. Same with this raw edge. Okay, and you're just gonna put it into a little bitty roll. Okay, there's one of his little arms. Just a little row. All right, let's do that again. Okay, so I'm just, after I've done my little edges, I'm gonna just do sort of a tight row. Not extremely tight, but not loose either. Wish I'd thought about it earlier, but it'd probably be a good idea if you had like a lint roller, and I've got one somewhere, I just don't know at the moment where, but for like that, all that fuzzy hair type stuff, what's a little harder to see there? It's floating all in the air. You can't see it, but I sure can. And then it's all over, especially this being black, it's all over. So either some tape, taking some tape to it, or a lint roller or something will help get all of that extra stuff off. All right, so let's put his little arms on. Want it to where at least the edge of it is under the hat, so you can't really see the edge. So I'm trying to figure out where the heck I want his arms and where it would look somewhat natural as well. Okay, I think right there might be all right. Now, not everybody does arms on their gnomes. I like it. To me, it sort of helps complete it a little bit more. And not everybody, you know, that you watch will do feet on them either. But again, I like it. I think it kind of completes it a little bit more for me. Try to put the part that's got the crease on his inside. Now, I have tried to secure the hat down before I done the arms or the beard or anything, and then regretted it. So I've sort of learned my lesson on there. So about the most you want to secure his hat down is around his nose, the top part of his nose. Then after you get everything else on, then you do a better job about securing his little hat or her hat, which we're not doing a her today. Hopefully, I don't know, it will depend, because I know Friday is St. Patrick's Day. It will depend. I may still try to make a girl gnome that's St. Patrick's Day themed. But we'll see. But what you do with that, the best way to do with that is take like an old take a mop head that you get from the Dollar Tree. It's the mop head only. And then you take a few of those strings and you kind of unwind them, and then you braid them, like my braids. You braid them, and then instead of the beard, then you've got the braids coming out roughly right around in there. And she's really cute. And if you have not seen my gnomes, my Valentine's Day gnomes, then go back and watch where I do the Switch-A-Roo. I know I've talked a lot about that this week, but go and watch, and I will link it. Ow! That hurts. I will link it either somewhere in the card, probably right there. I'll link it in the description box. Well, I've already told you in the St. Patrick's Day series, it's going to be in there, but it's the Switch-A-Roo, and I show you my Valentine's gnomes, and they are boy and girl. I'm going to go back here and kind of Phew, we got fuzz everywhere, people. If you don't like this messy, fuzzy stuff, then my suggestion is do the female, not the male. That way you don't have to worry with the fuzzy beard. Okay, now with his little feet. Like I said, we're going to take the little heart, and I got this at the Dollar Tree. I think there's like 5 in a pack. And you're just going to set it down. And when you set him down on it, see, they look like a couple pair of shoes. Well, I mean a pair of shoes. So it looks like his feet, and I think it's cute. It sort of sets him off. Oh, and I got that stuff in my nose. And don't worry about the hole where the string goes, because these are meant to hang on whatever. You actually will, his body will cover that. I'm sitting there debating because I'm getting ready to start doing his embellishments, and you can, and I've done it before, actually on my little other gnomes you did, you can take some felt, cut a really tiny piece of felt, put it over his hand, put a rubber band, and it almost looks like a glove. But I'm debating if I want to do that. Because if his hands aren't going to show, I won't do that. But I think I'm going to have him look like he's holding the four-leaf the clover. And you can't really see the edge of his hands like that. I bought these bells on, I believe it was Amazon. It was that place that's sort of like Temu, but they're actually stationed in China, not California or wherever. Okay, on these little bells, they have a little place at the top, and I'm just sticking my nylon string in it. I don't know if I want 2 or 4. Okay, that's cute. I think I want 4 though. Let's see. Now from this point, you do whatever you want. You can put, like I just showed you, bells on him. You can have him hold a pick or a flower. You can put ribbon on him. Really just whatever, you know, just let your imagination go, and then and just let it go. I do want to try to do something around here. I'll probably put some ribbon, try to hide that glue, because where this sock is white and it's a little bit thinner, you can see where I've had to press in that glue. So I'm going to do something there. Probably ribbon. Okay, I went looking for my ribbon, and I forgot I had these. These are also chalkboard, like the heart ones are that we've got for his feet. But these little chalkboard signs, you can even take that and either regular chalk, or this is like a chalk, is it chalk marker or chalk? Well, it just says chalk writer. And this is Dollar Tree. These are Dollar Trees. But you can have him like he's holding a sign saying Happy St. Patrick's Day, or whatever you want him to say. And I actually might do that instead, and then have this picked somewhere else. Just let your imagination roll. And I am not the best, I don't have the best penmanship. It doesn't help that this thing is fat and hard to write with. You can't even hardly read that. Oh gosh. Let's try this again. I think I can wash this one off and save it, but I'll do that later. Let's get some real chalk here. Okay. Makes me feel like I'm back in school. Did you ever like writing on the chalkboard? I always loved, well, it was kind of a love-hate relationship. I hated going in front of the class, but I loved writing on the chalkboard. I know in grade school, sometimes for recess, we would just write, me and some of my friends would write on the chalkboard, and we just felt so big, you know, writing on a chalkboard. But of course, that was probably 5th, 6th grade in elementary. That's a little better. Well, you can't really see it all that well. It'll get the point across anyway. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to take, this is just shamrocks. Oh, my light's starting to go dim again. I'm sorry. But I'm going to kind of just go around. Oh, shoot, what'd I touch? Okay. We'll start here in the back and end in the back. That way it'll look a little bit better. It's still showing some, so I think I'm going to put another layer on. I just don't know if I want 2 layers of this brown or green. I think I like the green, so we'll go with the green. We'll just do like we did a minute ago. Sometimes you can take some of this fur, whatever you want to call it, and try to split part of it apart and make it look like a mustache. I think I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to try to find those rhinestone embellishments. Might put a few of those on him, and then I think he's done. I think he's cute. I need to go over, maybe take some tape, like I said, try to get some of that fuzz off. But I think he's adorable for the most part. Tell me what y'all think in the description box below, please. Okay, these are what I'm talking about. These little rhinestoney shamrocks. I got them at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure it was last year, like after St. Patrick's Day sale or whatever. And they're various sizes. There's some little bitty ones and some big ones. If you watched my sign video from yesterday, then you'll see I used some of these there too. Okay, put that over where that hole was at. That's cute. Well, I don't think there's much more I can do to him. Do you? I think he's pretty daggone cute. I think he's pretty stinking adorable. And even though that kind of looks like crap, you can sort of see Happy and Day and sort of see the saint, the saint, so so people can use their imagination. And there's the back of him. I just need to take some tape or something and kind of clean him up. But other than that, I think he's done. And I think he's cute. And if I have time, I'll try to make him a girlfriend before Friday. If not, then we'll do it next year. Okay. What should his name be? I'm looking at the wrong... I always want to look here and here, and I'm sorry. I just wish this light was... Anyway. Okay, what should his name be? Help me name the gnome. Put it in the description box below and help me name the gnome. Mr. Gnomie needs a name. Alright, so I appreciate you watching, especially if you've watched all the way to the end. I appreciate you being with me, spending your day with me, watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some inspiration, maybe some laughs. And if I have in any way inspired you, if you would give me a thumbs up, and that just lets me know that you did enjoy the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate a subscription. I'd feel honored if you subscribe to my channel. But other than that, I think we are done, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and I will talk to you. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.